Now we are discussing about first order spectra and non first order spectra. And first order in first this is first order spectra, first order spectra, this is non first order spectra. Okay. In first order spectra, the chemical shifts are widely separated. Means this is the one chemical shift value, this one chemical shift value, these are the widely separated, so we can easily interpret it and we can easily follow the n+1 rules, and it will easily and it will under the intensity of this chemical shift will follow Pascal triangle method. And whereas non first order spectra, the the chemical shifts are very close to each other, and sometimes it will be overlapping also occur, so we cannot interpret it which type of signal for which type of proton, so it is difficult to interpret it and do not follow the n+1 rules. n+1 rules means CH3 and CH2 is there. Number of neighboring protons for this carbon, how many number of neighboring protons are there for this carbon, this there are two types of neighboring protons are there, and such type of n+1 rules is not followed by non first order spectra. And intensity of peaks follows the Pascal triangle method. If for this method, for this carbon, how many neighboring protons are there? Three. For three, two plus one means three. Intensity is triplet. Okay, it simply follows the Pascal triangle method and it will give the non-distortion signals, so it will be follow the Pascal triangle method. Whereas it do not follow the Pascal triangle method, that means if it be 3 and 3 means it will do not follow such type of Pascal triangle, right? And it will be gives the signal like this, and overlapping of signals as takes place, so we cannot interpret properly for non first order spectra. Okay. And first order spectra follows the delta mu j divided by the ratio of delta mu divided by j greater than 10, then it will be a first order spectra, right? What is the difference in chemical shift value, the ratio of the difference in chemical delta mu nothing but mu2 minus mu1, and j is the coupling constant. The ratio between the chemical shift difference in chemical shift divided by coupling constant greater than 10, then such type of molecules come under first order spectra. Okay. mm, and where j, what is j? J is the coupling constant. What is the mean by coupling constant? This is the distance between the center of two adjacent peaks. The distance between center of any two adjacent peaks in a multiplace is known as coupling constant. So for what is there, the distance between any two peaks, and the distance between any two peaks is constant, and that constant is known as coupling constant, right? That is j. Okay. Here in non first order spectra, the delta mu divided by j is less than 10, then it will be come under non first order spectra. And first order spectra is a weak coupling, because here long there is a distance between the this chemical shift value is very long, very far, that's why it is a weak coupling. Whereas in non first order spectra, they are very close to each other, so it will have coupling, very strong coupling between the adjacent peaks, right? and and the spectral notations are represented with widely separated alphabets like AX, AX2, AX3, and AX6, A2, X3, etc. Okay, the spectral notations are represented by uh, for alphabets like AX, AX2 in first order spectra. Whereas in non first order spectra, the spectral notations are represented by very close alphabets, because these are the close where the lines are very close. Sometimes overlapping also takes place, that's why it will be very close alphabets. Like the spectral notation is represented by non first order spectra is AB, AB2, and etc. Okay. And example for first order spectra. First one is AX type. First one is AX type. Let's take one example for this molecule. This molecule is CHCl and CH bromine. Okay. And the chemical shift values of this HA type of proton is 5.9 delta ppm, and the chemical shift value of HX proton is 5.2 delta ppm. Why? Because here chlorine is more electronegative than bromine. That's why the chemical shift values of HA proton will be some more high when compared to this HX proton. Okay, what is where the electron density increases, chemical shift value will be increases. That means here chlorine will attract the electron density of this HA proton. That's why its electron density is less. So the chemical shift will be somewhat more than this HX proton, right? Here see, in first in first semester we are know how many types of signals are present. Here two types of signals are present. Why? Because here this is the chlorine environment and this is the bromine environment. So there are two types of environments are there. That's why we get two types of signals. And we can how the splitting pattern takes place, we can follow n+1 rules. For this type of proton, how many number of neighboring protons are there? This type of proton will have one neighboring protons are there. So 1+1. So this signal will be gives as a doublet, right? And similarly for this type of proton, how many neighboring protons are there? 1. 1+1 means 2. 2 means doublet. So this will here see how it will be doublet here. Let's see here. For HA proton coupled with HX proton produces two different two different magnetic field. That's why we can doublet here. See here. For HA proton coupled with HX proton. For this proton, you can simply follow the 2Na+1. For this proton, 2Na+1. Number of protons, how many are there? 1. 1 means half. And what is the spin value for this proton? Half. For number of protons are 1. The spin value of this HX proton is half plus 1 equals to, by cancelling 2 to 1+1, 2. So it will give size the 50% and alpha, 50% and beta. That's why it will give size a doublet, right? So we get doublet here. In first semester we are directly writing according to n+1 rules. Now we are learning how this doublet will be occur. So see here. And similarly this for HA, this for you have to take anyone, but based on the chemical shift values we have to take. For this is HA proton, right? And this is HX proton, right? So HA proton will be completed, right? How it will be doublet. So now we are discussing HX proton. For this HX proton coupled with HA proton, the HX proton coupled with HA proton. So how it will be happen? For this HX proton coupled with HA proton, for HA proton 2Ni+1 equals to, number of protons are how many are there? 1 means 1. And what is the spin values of this HA proton? Half. So half. 2 cancel, get cancel, and we get 2. That means 50% and alpha and 50% of beta will be existed, and it will be simply represented as doublet. So here see, this is the overall spectra of this molecule, right? So how the doublet will be happen, let's two can get this one. Okay, now see for this AX2 system, this is the example for this system. Here what is this, like this CH and CH2 bromine, CH2 bromine, here 2 bromine atoms are there, right? Okay, due to this 2 bromine atoms, it will be more. See the, let's take the HA proton. Due to these 2 bromine atoms, it will have more electronegativity, so it will be chemical shift will be little bit high when compared to this HX protons, right? Similarly, and for according to this will have two, here 2 bromines are there, here 1 bromine are there, so different chemical environment. That's why it will give one signal and it will give another signal. And based on n+1 rules, it will split into how many number of neighboring protons are there. Here 2 neighboring protons are there, that's why it will be split into That's why this signal is split into triplet, right? And this signal is split into doublet. Okay, see the splitting of HA protons by 2 HX protons. 2 HX protons means we can get how many number of 2 HX protons. It simply follows 2ni plus 1 rules. 2, where n is the number of how many number of neighboring protons means HX proton 2, and spin value is half, we know that. So 2 will be cancelled, they get 3. So it will be gives us the signal triplet, right? For HA, the splitting of HA by 2 HX protons, and HA proton will be coupled with 2 HX protons, it will give us the triplet. Whereas similarly, the HX proton, the splitting of HX proton by HA proton, or the HX proton coupled with this HA proton is similar to Ni plus 1. 2 n is the how many number of neighboring protons are there for HX protons. This 2 HX protons, how many number of neighboring protons are there? Only 1. 2 into 1 plus half equals to 2 will be cancelled to get, and 2, this is the 50% of 50% of, means here 3 magnetic fields are generated, that's why it will be given the triplet. Here 2 magnetic fields are generated, see here 2 magnetic fields are generated, here 3 magnetic fields are generated, that's why we will get triplet here, and here we will get doublet here, right? But in first semester we are directly writing based on the n plus 1 rules. How it will be happen, we are learning here, right? Due to that, why? Because we get triplet, why? Because doublet, because of only the number of generating in the presence of external magnetic field. this this the HA proton will generate 3 types of magnetic field, that's why we get triplet. Whereas here HX protons will generate 2 types of magnetic field, that means 50% alpha and 50% beta, that's why we get doublet, right? Therefore the overall spectra is 5.8 for this chemical shift value for HA proton. So HA proton will exist as a triplet, and the HX protons will get a doublet at 4.1. This is the TMS. Okay, similarly for AX3 type of protons, here see this molecule, right? I will write like this: CH3, and there are 2 chlorines are there. Due to this electronegativity of these chlorines, the HA type of proton will have more chemical shift values when compared to the 3 type, the 3 CH3 type of protons, right? And these protons will exist at the chemical shift value is 2.1. Now see how it will be, and due to this, due to this will give, this type of proton will give one signal, and these 3 type of proton will give one signal, because of here chlorine environment is present, and this is another environment, that's why we get 2 types of signals. Here see, for this type of proton, how many number of neighboring protons are there? 3, and 3 means 3 means n plus 1 rule. N plus 1 means 3 plus 1 means 4, and it will give quadrate, right? It will give quadrate. Whereas the 3H type, whereas the 3 types of proton will have how many number of neighboring protons are there? Only 1. 1 plus 1 means 2, and it will give doublet. So this will give quadrate, and this will give doublet. We are learning in first semester NMR spectroscopy. Now let's see how they are, we gives quadrate and doublet. Similarly here, for HA proton, coupled with 3 HX protons, for 3 HA type of proton will coupled with these 3 HX protons, that's why, means yes, see 2Ni plus 1, 2, how many number of neighboring how many number of protons are there here? For this HA proton coupled with this 3 these 3 protons, means how many number of protons are there? 3 plus half equals to 4. That means it will give 4 types of magnetic fields, that's why we get quartet, right? Here the in the presence of external magnetic field, the HA type of protons will give 4 types of magnetic field, that's why we get a quartet, right? It means 3 by 2, 1 by 2 plus or minus by writing here, and minus 3 by 2. So this type of magnetic fields are generated, that's why we get a quarter signal for this HA type of protons. Okay, now we are seeing this for the HX proton. For this HX protons coupled with HA proton. Okay, the splitting of HX proton by HA proton. Okay, see, let's see HX 2Ni plus 1, right? 2Ni plus 1, 2 how many number of HA protons are there? Only one type of HA protons are there, that's why it is a 1, and the spin of the spin of proton is off, and we get doublets, right? So we get two types of magnetic fields are generated, that is 50% on alpha, 50% of beta. We get doublet of signal for this H6 proton, right? So the overall spectra for this molecule is here 5.9 per HA proton, and 5.2 sorry 2.1 is for this HX proton, right? Similarly for A to X3 system, this is the example, right? I'm writing here like this: CH2 Cl CH3, right? And this will have chlorine environment, that's why these two protons will give one signal, and these three types of proton will give one signal, right? Here see, and due to this chlorine atom, its chemical shift value will be little bit high when compared to this signal, right? And it will split into due to numbering protons. How many numbering protons are there for this system? This for 3 plus 1 means 4, means this signal will be split into quartet, right? Similarly, for this type of proton, how many numbering protons are there? 2. 2 means 2 plus 1 means 3, means it will be give triplet, right? Here see how they are like this. For the splitting of HA proton by 3 HX protons, 2 Ni plus 1, 2 into N number of now how many number of protons are there? 3. 3 half plus 1 will give 4. So it is a quartet, that is plus 3 by 2 plus half minus 3 by 2, means in presence of magnetic field they can be split into 4. They will generate 4 types of magnetic fields, so we get quartet signal for this type of protons, right? We get quartet type of signal for this type of proton due to in presence of magnetic field, the HA proton will coupled with these three types of HX protons, that's why it will give quartet in presence of magnetic field, so we get a quartet type of signal for this proton. Similarly, the HX protons coupled with two HA protons, or the HX protons, the splitting of HX protons by two HA protons. See here, 2 Ni plus 1, we already know that 2 number of protons are how many are there? 2. First spin value we know that 2 3. So in presence of magnetic field, the HX proton can gives three types of magnetic field, that is 50%, and this is 25%, 25%, 50%, and 25%. In this HX protons will give three types of magnetic field in presence of applied magnetic field. The HX type of proton will give three types of magnetic fields, that's why we get a triplet in the signal, right? So the overall spectra is this is TMS, and HX proton the HX protons will give quartet or triplet. So this HX proton will give quartet, right? And this means 1 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 ratio. We know the Pascal triangle method, right? And this is for HA proton, right? Now we signal for HX proton. HX proton will be split into triplet, 1 is to 2 is to 1 ratio. Okay, this is HX proton. The HX proton will be 3.1. This will be 4.1. This is the overall spectra for this system, right? Similarly, for this AMX system, there are here three types of protons are present. That means here double bond is present, and this H and this H are trans to each other. That's why it will give one type of signal. And this H and this H will be cis to each other. That's why it will be give another signal. So how many types of protons are there? 1, 2, 3. I can name as this is M, this is A, and this is X, right? This is the vinyl state, and this is the order of coupling constant. When trans coupling is more stronger than cis coupling, and cis generally then geminal coupling. Okay, trans is more and cis then geminal. The coupling constant of trans range is nearly 15 to 18 is there, and cis coupling is 15 to I think 13, right? 15 to 13, 5 to 13, right? Next, geminal coupling is generally for this type of molecules, the geminal coupling constant is 0 to 5 Hz. For cis coupling 5 to 13 edges, and trans coupling for 15 to 18 edges. So the order of coupling constant is JMX, means the M and X will be trans to each other. That's why JMX coupling constant for order is JMX greater than and JX. A and X are cis to each other. So the coupling constant cis, then JMA means these are the geminal hydrogens, these are the trans hydrogens, these are the cis hydrogens. So the coupling constant order is trans greater than cis greater than next geminal, right? We'll see how these are, the signal of this will be existed like this. First HM proton, first this type of proton, first how it is be, was first will trans coupling is more, so it will coupled with HX proton. First it will be coupled with HX proton. Okay, so for this you see 2 Ni plus 1, we have to follow 2 Ni plus 1 rule. Number of hydrogens are how many? 1, and its twin value is half, so 2. So it will give 2 signals, right? Okay, it will give 2 lines or 2 signals. Okay, similarly next, first why? Because first this is the trans coupling is stronger, so strong order of coupling is trans first. That's why you have to choose this like, right? Next, now they go to the geminal coupling. Geminal coupling, it means this is HM and HX. Now this two signals and again coupled with this HA proton. So how many signals are present? 2Na plus 1. Same rule follow. You have to, how many number of hydrogens are there? 1. 1 means half equals to 2. So the each line again further split into 2 lines. Okay, the each line again further split into 2 lines. Here this is the, what is the coupling here? This is HM coupled with HA. Okay, right? Similarly for, now we are taking the coupling for HA proton. You have to take HA proton. For HA proton, what is the highest coupling? This for this HA, this is geminal and this is cis. So cis coupling is more when compared to geminal. So first you have to couple with this HX proton. But is for HX proton it will be doublet, right? Oh sorry, for HA proton coupled with HX proton. So it will give doublet, means 2Na plus 1 rule same. And similarly again this HA proton, after coupling of this HX proton and again coupled with this HM proton, so again coupled with this HM proton, it will give doublet, right? This is the coupling of HA and HM. Again similarly for the HX proton. So the HX proton first coupled with, these are trans to each other, these are cis to each other. So trans is more. So first it will be coupled with HM proton. HX coupled with HM proton. Again this coupled with, again this HX proton coupled with cis, means HX coupled with HA. So how many signals are formed for each type of proton? So we get 4 types. We get 12 lines, means here 4 lines, here 4 lines, here 4 lines. Okay, we get all are equal intensity. We get 4. See the overall spectra for this molecule. Here the TMS, and the signal for this one. Okay, this is signal for, and neighboring protons are 0. That's why it should be a singlet. And next here HX proton, all are same like, so you have to follow this one. Same number of signals like, so it will be HX proton, right? It will be 4.5. Next for HM proton, right? HM proton, it will be 5.0 like, and it will be HM proton. Similarly for this last one is HA proton, and it will be something 7.2, right? Okay, it will be 7.2 or like that. This is the overall spectra for AMX system. Okay, now we are discussing about the example for non-first order spectra. For that, first AB type of system. This is the example for this system. It is 2 bromo 5 chloro thiophene. This is 2 chloro, sorry, 1 2 okay, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. We are taking for numbering from according to alphabet. That means you have to take from here, right? This is the 2 because bromine will first come. So according to alphabet, B is first. That's why you have to numbering from here. 3 4 5. So 2 bromo, 5 chloro. This is diaphane molecule, and these are two types of protons are present. That is H. This will attach to chlorine, and this system is attached to bromine. So there are two types of protons are present. Due to this system, they will get a two types of signals, right? But because two types of signals, right? And here the Ha proton will coupled with and Hp proton, and Hp proton will coupled with Ha proton. So for mm, for general how many for generally we get one signal for each type of proton, and again the Ha proton coupled with Hb and Hb proton coupled with Ha. That means this type of signal gives doublet, and this signal also gives doublet. But instead of this you will get a quartet. Instead of two doublets, instead of two doublets, it will be get a it will be show like the quartet signal in the NMR spectroscopy. That's why we can because of due to this overlapping of coupling takes place. That's why it will give a quartet type of signal. So from left to right, with increasing the field strength, it will give signals like this. So it is come under non first order spectra. In first order spectra we'll get a two doublets, but instead of two doublets it will be get a quarter type of signal. That's why it will be come under non first order spectra, right? Similarly, this ABC type system. Similarly, this ABC type system also, it is a allyl bromide, and here these three types of protons are there. No? These are the three types of protons, and this is another type of proton. Due to this proton will coupled with this allyl proton, so it will give a signal, right? A signal here. That means here signal due to this bromine, it will give signal at 4.0, and it is a not a proper way, means it is a distorted signals that takes place. Okay, here the protons will not give doublet like this. Here a distortions are takes place. Distortion signal give this CH bromine, and here this range 5 to, and this proton similarly here Hc proton coupled with Hb and Hc proton coupled with Ha, and similarly Hp proton coupled with Hc and Ha, and Ha proton coupled with Hp and Hc. So all are coupled with come together, and it will give a complex spectra. Means it will give a complex spectra. That means we cannot identify the which type of proton will give which signal, and which coupling constant will be takes place here, and so it will give the complex pattern of multiplate. It will give complex pattern of multiplate containing 15 lines in the range of 6.5 to 5.0. We get a 15 lines, and we cannot identify which type of proton will give which type of signal only, right? That's why it will be a commander non first order spectrum. For this system, the delta mu by j is nearly equals to 1. We already were discussing what is delta mu by j less than 10. Less than 10. If delta mu by j less than is 10, then the system come under non first order spectra. So here distortions also takes place, and complex pattern of signal also takes place, and the system will have uh, delta mu by j equals to nearly equals to 1. So and that means delta mu by j less than 10. That means here the ABC system come under non first order spectra. Okay, this is the first order and non first order spectra, for example. And okay, thank you.